I did nothing wrong.
I was sticking up for you,
But you should
and
have told
everything else.
me. I've heard every word you guys have said.
Own who you are.
You didn't throw us under a bus, you lied.
Who's the traitor now?
I don't need them to have my back.
Well,
We need to stick together and we need to unite like a mom team.
Three Musketeer pack.
We are
Right?
the Three Musketeers. That's right. All for one, one for all. I like the idea of having a unified team with Kira and Jess that just basically says, we're going to support one another if you're in need.
So what'd we miss up here? What's going on? Did you talk about us?
Yeah.
What'd you talk about? Oh, here it comes. When Holly sighs.
What I was basically saying was, I am so surprised that I have actually become friends with Jess, first and foremost, because we did not get off on the right foot.
I look at you and I'm disgusted.
Stop!
You're a lousy mother. You think
Just
that's
keep
okay.
going after me, Holly. I think we get it now. Like, we have a different connection, and
But Holly, Jess was there for her child.
well, you left.
We're
weren't there.
we're
But
the
you weren't
mainstays. She will come and go. This one will come
I'm
and go.
here. I'm on the team.
I understand that,
We
but
have the
you
jacket.
did you stay for Holly to make Holly feel good, or did you stay because your kid was going to be seen in a billion
because
views?
I signed the contract.
We signed the contract too. We didn't
You
have to
backed
stay.
out on your word.
Hall, bottom line is, get it straight. She didn't stay for you or Nia. She stayed for JoJo.
Maybe they need to know about the pact that we made to not let our kids be treated like that, you know? Just like,
I think we should, because maybe if everyone was a part of that, maybe there is strength in numbers, and maybe there is something to be gained from that.
Abby treats my kids well because I'm always on her side. Holly doesn't realize that she's digging a deeper hole for herself with Abby. I love Nia, and for her sake, I wish Holly would just back down.
I'm not doing any pact. Here's
That
my
didn't work
point.
for us last
You could sit up here and say there's a pact, but I don't believe it. Until I see it.
Have a pact. I'm sorry, but I'm not involved in any kind of pact.
why would you not want to support your friends, Melissa?
Because it's like high school.
You saying, I'm not making a pact, I'm not doing a pact, is like completely arrogant. Like, you're better than everyone.
No, it's
and
like
why
high
would
school.
you stick with us? Because you don't even give a
Oh yeah, I don't give a
So Abby, earlier we were having a fairly heated discussion, just the five of us. And what we were talking about is they have a pact.
A pact for what?
What is the pact? Explain to Abby, because I don't fully understand what the pact is.
It's the idea behind it, honestly, is if there's a situation and you think there's an inequity, an injustice, or that person just needs support, you would offer your support regardless of worrying about the ramifications or the consequences.
Their negative energy rubs off on the kids. And the bickering between all of them, come on. All the kids are aware of that. And it's affecting my team. That behavior will not be allowed in the future of the ALDC. You're either on my team and you support me and my decisions 100%, whether it affects your child or not, or go find another team.
Abby, what I have a problem with is I support you. I've supported you for years. I've supported you in the beginning of the season when there were lawsuits. But when you talk to a child and she's telling you, can we focus on our dance? And then you're like, no, I can't forget someone who murdered
No,
someone.
she
Don't
asked
be a
somebody to
murderer.
separate something. And I said, well, if somebody was a murderer and you knew it and they came in here to teach them a dance, you would still look at them like they were murdered.
When you use an analogy of a murderer in context with Nia, you are insinuating that they're the same. That's the point.
When I do make an analogy, I am going to the extreme.
You
to
always
say,
do. Why do you back her up and you won't back me up?
I'm just saying, she always goes to extreme.
But that's what you're doing. You're like, but Abby does this. She doesn't need backup.
I'm not backing her up. I'm just saying she
You know
does go
what?
to extreme. She could have said, Holly, please don't leave. Holly, please don't leave.
I'm walking out the door because to have someone say that about Nia.
no, because you keep pushing it.
I think this whole thing is a misunderstanding. Please
Holly,
don't leave. Please.
It's just a misunderstanding.
This is our chance to talk it out, Holly. Please.
I mean, I don't, she, stop.
Let them talk to her. They know her.
Yeah.
I don't have to take any more. And for her to say it's okay to call me a murderer, and for you to say it's okay,
No, I don't.
stop coming to her defense. Conversation's over.
All of you had the opportunity to come and see me in LA. Maddie came out, you worked with the kids, and you performed a new solo. Did you have a good time?
Yes.
Yes.
Over break, all of the moms made a pact that none of us would send our girls to Abby's West Coast competition because of the way she treats the girls. You know what I think is really sad is that you point blank said to all of us that when the children were invited that you were not going to send Maddie, but then you screwed the group.
We made an agreement about what we were going to do with the girls. We all stood by that, and you didn't.
Melissa, if I would have disobeyed the group and went and had Brooke do it,
Brooke would be in much better standing.
Brooke wouldn't have been at the bottom of the pyramid this week, I can guarantee you that. But I didn't do that because I'm a team player.
You know what? That's my choice as a mother.
So basically, your choice as a mother is dance trumps all. Just to be clear.
Sneaky.
Well, that's funny.
Why is that funny?
Because you know Christy sneaks all the time. You said it.
I'm saying I wouldn't do it.
Oh,
What do
okay.
I sneak about?
What do you mean? You talk to everybody.
I know, storm out. We
Oh,
love
I
it.
am storming out because this is not being brought
Sammy.
up through you.
What's wrong?
She has to live with the decision she made.
Like, I'm not gonna sit up here and make this easy on her. She didn't make it easy on any of those 6 little
No,
girls. She knew she had that coming.
Christy fights dirty, and I don't. I think it's wrong, and I'm not like her, so I'm not gonna act like her. I'm not white trash.
Hello. If I were a betting woman, I would say that Melissa is probably talking to Abby about me.
Did you see Melissa downstairs?
Of course Melissa's avoiding the situation. It's what she does. She'd rather hide downstairs and kiss Abby's ass than come upstairs and face the music with the rest of us. You know, she needs to just admit what she did and get over it. She had a meeting with Abby when I walked in. They were a meeting in the store.
Oh, in the
and
store.
they both went, and I just kept on going. And she's not up here because, you know, even though she was the one who sent Maddie to dance for Abby, even though the team all agreed not to do it, and she was wrong, she's punishing all of us. Own who you are. Don't sit here and say, I'm so nice and my daughters are just amazing. Like, you intentionally do things to hurt the other kids, but then you claim you're a team player. You're not.
You know, when it comes to Abby, she will do whatever she wants her to.
Or
And
getting
you
Maddie from
said
the team.
because Abby will catapult Maddie and Mackenzie to start.
Well, but
that's what it's all about.
but
So
it's-
there's never
But
gonna be a
here's
chance.
the thing. You're teaching your kids that you step on everyone to get ahead, and that's not a good lesson to teach your kids.
Melissa, you can go.
I think Melissa's coming up. Our gossip is over, ladies.
I'm through avoiding the situation. The moms can talk behind my back all they want. They're just gonna have to deal with it. I did nothing wrong.
Melissa, Christy said when she came in, you were having a meeting with Abby. What were you talking to her about?
I wasn't having a meeting. I was talking to her.
What about?
Not that you care, because you hate my kids, so don't worry about it.
Who said they hate your kids?
It's none of your concern. My kids are not your concern, so don't worry about them.
You went against us and hurt them.
I did not hurt your kids.
Yes, you did.
Okay, whatever. I hurt your kids. I'm a bad person. Kill me. I'm sure you wish I would die in a car accident, too.
Oh, no, Melissa.
I could not believe earlier that Melissa said that we hope her and her kids died in a car
Yeah, I
crash.
hate that. I hate that.
That's
If she really believes that, then we're in trouble.
Oh, that was crazy. And you know what? If that's the way she feels, then, you know, I don't want to be your friend.
Melissa sat there and told all of us.
wouldn't go.
She promised. Like, what does that make you think? Because that makes me think that she doesn't really value our friendship.
She's definitely made it out that dance is more important than school.
If the only thing that's important to you in life is getting your kids ahead of other people in dance, don't sit upstairs and pretend you don't care. If your kids win or lose, own who you are. Yeah. Stop lying to our faces.
The fundamental issue is your word, you know, friendship. What is it worth? And what it's taught me was that I can't trust everybody when they give their word.
Did you think at all, Melissa, about what we talked about? Do you understand, like, where we're coming from?
I never said, I never said you guys hate me and my kids. I know you don't like my kids, and that's fine.
But that's not true.
What we're trying to say to you, Melissa, is none of this has anything to do with Maddie or Mackenzie.
Right.
That's
None
fine.
of it.
If you don't want to be my friend anymore, because I would do anything for your kids, and you know it.
And I would do anything for your kids.
Not anymore, you won't. I'm sure.
I feel really lost. I'm torn between my friendships with my friends and my children's dance careers.
Clearly, the most important thing in the world to you is if your kids win at dance over our friendship, over their friendships with the kids. You've made that quite clear, not in your words, but by your actions. And you have denied it for 3 years, sitting here saying, I don't care if my kids win. So just sit here and own it. Say, you know what? I will do anything I need to do. Don't sit here and act like you're not a stage mom.
Foot underneath you, foot underneath you.
What's going on in there? What is going on in there?
I don't know. I thought we were having a lesson, not a private conversation.
Okay.
Dr. Holly might have a PhD in education, but Melissa has a PhD in kissing Abby's ass.
Paige was chosen at Pyramid to do a new solo. She would prefer not to do a new solo. So I'm offering it to somebody else. Would anybody else like to do a new number?
Wait, did Abby just pull Paige's solo from this recital?
Maddie, you have your survivor number that you learned?
I love how you volunteered her. You notice whenever you asked people, nobody volunteered. Or she did not volunteer, you volunteered her.
So let's do it again. I'm gonna ask again, and then you say, me, I'll do survivor. Would anyone like to take the place and do a solo? Anybody? Maddie, what?
Never in 40 years of being in the Abby Lee Dance Company has anyone been giving a solo the day of the recital.
You're
Ever.
out, you're out.
Good.
Call the police, get her
I'm
out of
done.
here.
This whole thing just isn't fair. If Abby wants to play her games, that's fine, but me and my girls are leaving.
Please,
Get her out of here.
take me.
Get
Let's
her
go.
out of
Let's
this
go.
auditorium.
Let's go.
You're finished, you're out.
Thank you.
You will come back.
I'm not fighting with Abby, and I'm not asking her to come back.
Paige and Brooke are already on the Pyramid. Their shots are there, their photos are up. Abby, whether she wants to admit it or not, she wants those girls on the team.
So what do I do if I come to the competition and she like makes a big stink about it?
Oh, she will.
What if we gave her one free punch at Melissa? That won't lure you back?
It would be at Abby. The things that Abby and Melissa do are hurting all of our kids. I just want things to be better for all of the girls. I'm not gonna like invite her over my home when a week ago or 2 weeks ago, you stabbed my kid in the back and looked right at me and was like, I don't know what you want me to do. I want you to open your mouth.
As an educator, it's hard for me to watch a parent do that in front of a whole room full of kids. Like what Abby did was
But
wrong.
it was okay for her to do that.
No, it wasn't okay for her to do that either. Kelly's being really immature right now. She made a spectacle. She's being incredibly stubborn. But right now, she needs to suck it up and come back to the team.
Okay, you said that, you would have probably thrown me out because, you were a principal and all that. And you say I'm wrong for sticking up for them for that. And I feel like
didn't say you were
that's
wrong.
you being against me. I just feel like Holly sometimes needs to get out of her mindset that she's a teacher because you're a mom before you're a teacher. My kid isn't the only kid that gets picked on. I'm trying to just be a group and stick up for everybody, and I just don't feel like anybody ever backs me. Everybody always thinks I'm crazy.
We do back you. I back
But
you.
No, you don't.
Well,
because you
just
sit here
not verbal.
a lot
I
of
just can't
times.
step in and say, yeah, Abby, yeah. It doesn't seem like Kelly cares about dance or being a part of this team or anything. If Kelly doesn't come back, that just means more solos for Kendall.
I think both of you have seen how well it works for Melissa to do whatever Abby wants to keep their kids in her good graces, and I think that you both are headed down that path.
Are you insane?
No.
Absolutely not.
When we all agreed not to send our kids to Abby's West Coast competition, I said to all of you on the phone, I was asked, here and now. I said no, so I need all of you to guarantee if you're asked, you're gonna say no.
Abby did ask Kendall to go. She didn't ask her to perform. So I said, no, I'm not gonna go.
But if she
and
would have been
not
asked to perform,
I can't say that. Probably not.
It's time for me to kick this bitch out. You need to see yourself to the door. Did you just say that? In the past, the moms have always stuck together, but I don't think I can say that any longer.
Why do you want to be divided all the time?
I'm not divided all the time. I didn't lay down the gauntlet.
What's the gauntlet thing?
Stop talking. I'm walking
Why?
out.
Don't tell me to stop talking.
don't leave.
I'm done.
So, Christy, how do you feel about Sarah going head-to-head against Mackenzie?
I definitely think she's gonna rise to the occasion.
Mackenzie's on a roll right now, though.
And unfortunately, Jodie Cameron lost. Chloe won. And that could happen here as well.
Cameron should have had that win.
Do you actually support Abby trying to sabotage poor Chloe?
I don't think she was sabotaging. I think she was trying to get clarification on what happened.
Thank you. Hello.
Christy, I just wanted you to know that even though they don't have your back, I have your back, okay?
I don't need them to have my back.
Well, guess what? All they do is talk crap on everybody. And Jody was saying that Abby was right about Chloe not supposed to win.
I don't care what Jody thinks because naturally you're
may
gonna
not
think.
care.
What I said was it wasn't sabotage.
Were you in the room? Do you know what she talked about?
I don't really care what she talked about. She deserved
But you
to
know
win.
what you're making yourself look like right now? A really poor loser.
No, I'm definitely
Yeah,
not a
you
poor
are.
loser.
That was what it was.
Like,
yes.
so what? She got beat. Get over it. If you think that going to the judges to change the decision to benefit your daughter is the right thing to do, you're a bad person. The end. I'll take my spot.
My God, they're nuts.
We're all still pretty mad at Christy for throwing us under the bus. She went and told the original team that we were talking crap about them, which is a bold-faced lie. She'll do whatever it takes to get on that elite team, and frankly, she can't be trusted. If you have something to say, tell me to my face. I'm a big girl, I can handle it. But when things are said here and the other group walks in and you turn on us like a dime, I don't appreciate that, and so my trust in you is
under a bus.
I didn't. You didn't throw us under a bus. You lied.
Well, no, I
Yes,
didn't
you did lie.
No.
You don't need to tell them I have your back, but they don't. You don't know whose back we have. You don't know who we talk to.
You guys don't have to like me, you don't have to trust me, but you will respect me.
So how do you think the number's going?
I love it. The girls love it.
Love it. I was like, I figured Christy is going to go off the defense.
How did she get you to let her back on after what happened at the competition?
Did you call me a liar?
If the shoe fits, wear it.
Sarah, your mother is pulling you out of the routine. Let's go. She's done. She's finished. The child definitely has something special. She does.
So what happens, Abby, if she does it again at the competition? Are you going to pull Sarah solo? Because if you are, Tia's watching it and she'll know it. So you can just put Tia right into it.
I'm gonna interrupt you. I have heard every word you guys have said.
Good.
And all you are is jealous. That's all you
Jealous
are.
of you?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
And that little girl that is in there. Absolutely. I think it's absolutely ridiculous that all these moms do is talk behind my back, and I'm not willing to stand for it. It needs to be stopped. They need to go. This is my studio, and I'm not going anywhere. Go home.
If you want to hear yourself talk, honey, if I had lips the size of Texas, I would.
Get her out. She punched me.
Yeah, because you grabbed me and put your hand on my
Okay,
face,
that's
bitch.
right.
I feel like I paid for front row seats to watch two grown women act like 7-year-old boys fighting over a chuck in the playground. It's ridiculous. Okay, I'm gonna have everybody please go out and sit in your cars, please, till we handle this. Their behavior is deplorable. They are an embarrassment to women, an embarrassment to the Abby Lee Dance Company, an embarrassment to me.
Take the upper road. You need to show that you can take the upper road.
You need to calm down.
Do I pull those two kids out of the number and start all over again? Do I reblock everything? Do I have kids panicked because they're gonna forget a part because they had to learn it the day before? No, I'm not doing it anymore. I didn't need this today. I need this like a hole in the head. Come out and you apologize to this woman, or the kid gets taken out of the dance and there's no solo. That's it. It's crazy.
Sarah and I, we're not going anywhere. They're the ones that need to go. So we're willing to do whatever it takes. And I think Abby will sooner or later see the light and she will get them to go. And that's what we're praying for.
Hi, Christy. How are you?
Just say you're sorry so we can all
No,
move
she
along
needs to
and
apologize first.
You know what? I extend my hand in apology. So do you apologize for being the way you were?
Absolutely.
After what
happened at that music video? Nia was the only member of the team who stayed. JoJo is not technically a member, but Kalani came back. And the fact that Abby, if she doesn't talk about it, doesn't exist.
Well, because she told us to leave. Like, she didn't want us there.
But you can't quit halfway through, Jill. Like, if you go to something and that choreographer is doing the audition,
no, but
he's gonna remember
I think
that.
we have to respect what our dance teacher wants for us and our kids.
I think Abby's the one who instigates things, so there is a domino effect. She just sets things in motion. She's like master manipulator.
Let's see Nia.
You see how Abby's not paying attention? She's looking at her phone.
Abby gave Kalani amazing choreography and tons of attention. Now it's Nia's turn, and Abby's completely ignoring her. She's mad at me because we stayed at the video shoot and we recorded with Aubrey.
There it goes.
Abby's ignoring Nia to get to me.
I'm a mom, and I'm supposed to be teaching my kid right from wrong and how to stand your ground and do what's right for you. I did nothing wrong. I followed what Abby said to do.
None of us did anything wrong. You kind of say it as if maybe we did do something wrong. I think Holly gets on her high horse, and I think it's because she doesn't understand some of the things that are going on, other than what she's trying to do with Nia. You think that we or I or Melissa should have jumped
I know you
in
don't
on,
have my
well,
back.
see, that's wrong. You're wrong there.
You think you have my back?
Absolutely.
What on earth would possess you to say that you have my back?
What on earth would make you think I wouldn't have your back?
Everything that happened in LA.
What happened? You stood your ground. I was proud of you for it. I wasn't gonna do it.
That's not having my back.
Yes,
That's
it is.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it is.
For you to say you have my back, and I've had week after week in LA, and no one ever said anything to Abby, to my defense or that little girl's defense, is wrong.
Holly, when you didn't show up the next day, how many texts and phone calls to you and Nia?
And you know what? I was done.
Don't say I didn't have your back.
That's not having my back on the phone when not in front of Abby. That's being a coward.
Nope.
It's being a coward.
Holly needs to learn how to be on this team without getting angry. Otherwise, Abby might be right. She might be the next domino to fall.
I'm sorry you left yesterday.
I needed time to go home. I needed time to reflect. And I just had my own kind of moment of clarity. You know, I can't expect everyone else's standards to be my standard. And also understanding with our friendships, I have to alter my expectations because I'm gonna be hurt. And as long as I know that, I'm okay.
What does that mean?
If there are certain situations where you're afraid of Abby, like you could be my friend, support me quietly, but not speak up because you don't want to deal with her wrath. And so I understand that.
What did you expect? Like when you and Abby were screaming at each other, what
At
what
a certain
did you
point, enough, Abby, stop.
So basically, their relationship with Abby and their girls' position with Abby, you feel is more important than your friendship.
Absolutely. I
No,
think
I've
both
never
are,
said that. I have said a million times I would never lose a friendship over this dance.
Well, when your friend says she wasn't supported and you jump down my throat because you don't want to stick your neck out because you're afraid of Abby.
That's not why I jumped down your throat. I jumped down your throat because I think we do support you. That was your fight. That was your battle. You chose it. You chose to step in there. I chose not to because I knew she was in a bad mood and I knew we had things at stake and I didn't want what happened to happen.
I mean, you guys are just making it really gray, and I think Holly's making it black or white. Like, you either support me and back up my kid, or I don't feel like you're my true friend.
Yes.
Your friendship is built on the conditions you've set, and I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I think deep down, Jill is just mad because she knows she's letting Abby run her life and run her kid's life, but she's too scared to say anything. We survived LA.
We made it over the hump and home free.
But you know what? Music videos have caused a lot of drama with everyone.
There's some tension among us too.
You know, Abby started it. Aubrey didn't take a back seat to it either. Like, she played into it. So it's like everybody's at fault, really, for that.
I am not at fault for that, but I don't need to get into that with you.
Well, that's the person that is backing your video, so.
I've been taking a lot of you. I don't care what you have to say.
I'm a very optimistic person.
You know what? You're usually
I don't
silent
care.
and have nothing to say, so I like you better when you're on mute. Because when
You
really
can like
honestly, when there's
whatever
been
you
something
want, but here's the fact, you
positive
don't
about me,
Holly,
That's not really fair. Everybody has their opinion.
You know what? All of you were silent. When all of this negativity happened towards Nia, she has something positive, all the negativity comes out. I don't care.
You're missing
No,
that. You're
no,
missing
you're
it.
missing
no,
the
I am
point.
not. Nope, I
You
am not.
are missing the point.
Not at all.
You're not stealing
Completely
my joy.
not.
Let it go.
I'm not
into
stealing
this
your
one.
joy,
So
because I
let
think
it
what your
go.
child did is
Let
great.
it go. When you start holding Abby accountable, let's start talking about holding Audrey accountable, okay?
That's not the point. The
That
point
is the point.
you
Double
get pissed
standards.
off about it.
No, you know
Holly,
what?
please don't go.
I'm going. You know why? Because all of you are part of her Mean Girl Club.
That's
And
not true at
guess
all.
what?
It's not true.
Who's on my side? No one.
We're all on your side.
You won't let it go.
You wouldn't let the whole thing go without
I'm
me.
talking about it. I purposely have not said much because every time I say something, I'm bragging. Who are you people? What have you become when all that negativity was going on with Abby being mean to Nia? Well, where were you a few months ago? Where were you a few weeks ago? The ALDC team obviously is not in our camp. And that's sad because I've always been part of the ALDC team. And the more we get excluded, it hurts.
I'm sorry. I think I have to stand on this side. I do. I have to.
Then we need Lori over here.
Lori needs to
Laura's gonna stay right here today.
Oh, wow.
I don't know what rhyme or reason Lori has in her thinking of being on the elite team. If I was in her situation, I would have wanted to come back with my old team. We've won every time we've gone up against them. And I don't think she made that decision wisely.
After last night, when Jade and I went back to the hotel and everyone was
And you came over and talked to us? Yeah.
fake and
Really? Wow, that's surprising. Are you serious?
The fact that Abby put Jade on the old team drives them crazy.
I never seen this side of you, Lori.
Yeah, me either.
you did not give me the benefit of the doubt like I expected.
I wanted to sit down with you and talk with you.
I love both teams, and I feel like I'm friends with both teams.
But you liked us better. We said from the very beginning is once Abby pulls people off the team, their tensions will rise and then their friendships will start to frazzle. It was a big, happy family until that happened.
Exactly. It's easy to get along when everything's going your way.
Tammy and Jeanette are both acting like I'm the traitor when I have absolutely nothing to do with who my child dances with. That's up to Abby.
Okay, well, we're gonna leave and go watch our kids rehearse.
All right.
Girls.
Have
a nice night.
I'm gonna go in for a few minutes.
And chit-chat?
Yeah, but I'm not a spy. All right.
Okay.
You guys didn't really say anything all that interesting up there anyway. Sorry.
Hello,
you found
was
your
just gonna
way.
be you. We're going to this lunch because I kind of feel like the select team is against me, and I want to explain to them if the select moms were in my position, they'd do the exact same thing as me. Well, thank you for coming. I appreciate it.
Well, we're a little surprised to see your friends. We thought it was just gonna be us. We're all shocked that Melissa and Jill are there because we're thinking that Lori invited us and we're gonna sit and talk like we used to do, and she brought backup. For no reason, she doesn't need backup. We're her friends.
The problem is yeah, I want to be on your team, but oh yeah, I want to be on your team. The untruthfulness, that's where I have a problem.
That's not untruthful. I want her with you guys. She loves being with you guys. I want her with these guys.
But you
She
have to
wants
understand
be
that
there.
that makes us feel uncomfortable.
Are you
And
kidding me?
It was like a smack in the face. It was.
If any of your kids were asked to come on our team, you're not gonna say no.
You can't sit there and say you would not let Tia dance with these kids.
Everyone wants a piece of the elite team. And if they say they don't, they're liars.
See you guys later. Well, that wasn't what we thought it was going to be.
It was not what we thought it was going to be.
Nothing is cleared up.
Tia, would you like to stay this week?
Yes, ma'am, I would.
You will report to the studio on Monday. Tia, so will you.
Deal.
Oh, wait. When I was here, you called me a traitor when I did that.
I think we all did. We didn't.
Tammy, you said at lunch you'd never do that. You're only going to stay with the select team. Who's the traitor now?
It's apparent that Christy and Chloe are not here. They were suspended last week. We need Christy and Chloe as part of the team. They are part of the team. And without them, the team's not complete.
So, Kelly, have you talked to Christy?
No, she won't call me.
I hope she comes back.
Have you talked to Christy?
You know, I talked to her for a few moments yesterday. Just for a little bit, not very long.
Did she mention my name at all?
She did not.
It's gonna be really awkward this week because, you know, I tried calling Christy, I tried texting her, she didn't answer me back. So, like, I don't even know what to say to her. So why didn't you call me?
I was having a bad week, and I just was waiting for you to call. And if I missed one call, then I'm sorry.
5, 6, 7, go. Da-da-da-da-da-da, in. Too late, Mackenzie. I want you to be looking to the side, the floor, the opposite direction.
Oh, go ahead, chit-chat away.
So what just went on right there?
I asked her why she didn't answer my phone calls.
What'd she say?
She said she only got one, and I didn't leave a message. I never leave her a message. When you see that you missed the call, you normally just call back. The I'm having a bad week thing isn't cutting it.
You know, I'm gonna sit up here because I'm not playing games. I'm not.
I'm just saying how I don't understand why you were mad at me.
I was mad at you about what happened, and I was waiting for you to call me because of all this that was going on. I was just waiting for you to reach out to me because...
And I did.
I'm not gonna fight with you about it. My feelings were hurt because you know how bad this sucks. All I wanted was a phone call from you. That's all, Kelly. When you were going through, I called you every day.
I did call you.
On Friday. You never
No, I
called me.
didn't. I called you Sunday at the competition. The day you left.
Yeah, you called me and you said, oh, are you okay? I missed my partner in crime. That's all I wanted from you, Kelly. That's all.
Let's go.
What's going on with you and Kelly? Have you had a chance to sit down and work it
but
out?
I keep going back to when Kelly wasn't here, who was the biggest advocate for her to come back?
I know.
I had a bad week. I needed someone to call me, and she didn't call me.
I know it's like a double whammy that Kelly's mad at you. Because let's face it, that would be her sitting here consoling you.
My feelings are hurt because when it was Kelly in my situation, I was her biggest cheerleader.
So where do you go from here? I mean, do you continue to not speak?
I don't know. Last week was an extremely hard week for me and Chloe. And Melissa called me, Holly called me, Joe called me. Kelly never called me. I don't know. I'm a mess. I wasn't myself. I left. I came back. I felt more like myself. But like, I'm the snarky bitch of the group. I'm not the crier. I'm not the emotional one. And I feel so out of sorts.
For once in my life, Christy and Kelly are not picking a fight with me. They're fighting with each other. I'm gonna walk right out of here and enjoy my weekend.
I told Christy I would talk to her as soon as I was done with all my confusion.
Yeah, but you know what?
Before
Before there's
I want to talk to her in private. Go ahead. So, Christy, if you want to talk, let's go outside. If you don't want to talk, we don't have to. You're rolling your eyes.
I am a grown-up, and if I want to roll my eyes, I'm entitled to.
Okay.
Why can't we hear?
I called you. You didn't call me back.
You called me on Friday.
Christy, I called you. What else did
No,
you
you didn't.
Yes, I
and
did.
if I didn't answer, you should have called again. You
most
were
certainly
having
did.
a problem here.
not
I
arguing
sat
with you.
in a parking lot for you to get you and your kids back here.
I know you did. And
I
when
had
you
the
weren't
worst
here,
week.
I was sticking up for you
But
and
you
Karen
should
and
have called
everything
me.
else. But you don't know it because you didn't answer my phone calls.
Because
I
you
called
me.
you. No, I shouldn't have had to call you, Christy.
Are you kidding
I
me?
did nothing wrong.
I was having a really bad week, and a real friend would have picked up a phone and called
But
me.
I'm wrong because I said that you talked to Melissa more than you talked to me.
You
didn't answer
hurt
the
my
phone.
feelings. I
And
don't.
you hurt mine.
And you don't even call me.
you. What else do you want me to do?
Get in the car and drive to my house.
No, I'm not driving to your house.
Why?
I called you. If you can't answer my phone calls, then you.
You.
You. Like, seriously, Christy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks.